Jewish ceremonial art, also known as Judaica, refers to an array of objects used by Jews for ritual purposes, because enhancing a mitzvah by performing it with an especially beautiful object is considered a praiseworthy way of honoring God's commandments. Judaism has a long tradition of commissioning ritual objects from craftsmen and artists. Textual Origin. Judaism has a set of classical early rabbinic commentaries on the Hebrew Bible. These commentary collections are known as the Midrash literature. Midrash Mekilta has this teaching on a biblical verse: "This is my God and I will glorify him." Is it possible for a human being to add glory to his Creator? What this really means is, I shall glorify God in the way that I perform commandments. I shall prepare a beautiful lulav, beautiful sukkah, beautiful fringes, and beautiful tefillin. Other Midrash teachings offer the same idea. This idea is expanded upon in the Babylonian Talmud. This teaching was understood by succeeding generations as a duty, when possible, to make beautiful items used in Jewish life and worship, both physical and textual. Items used on Shabbat. The following items are used during Shabbat Kiddush Cup. Kiddush, literally sanctification, is a blessing recited over wine or grape juice to sanctify the Shabbat and Jewish holidays. Kiddush cups are highly decorated and are generally made of china, porcelain, silver, pewter and nickel. Shabbat candlestick holders, hand-washing cup, challah cutting board, Abdullah candle and candle holder. Abdullah Spice Box. The close of the Jewish Shabbat is marked by the brief prayer ceremony of Havdalah, which usually takes place in the home. Part of the ceremony requires sniffing a sweet-smelling spice plant. In Jewish communities around the Mediterranean, a sprig of a sweet-smelling shrub was customarily used. In Northern Europe by the 12th century, there are literary references of the use of a specially designed spice box container. The oldest surviving spice boxes for Havdalah date to the mid-16th century. The Jewish Museum has a German example c. 1550 thought to originate in Frankfurt am Main. Hanukkah items. The menorah used on the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah is perhaps the most widely produced article of Jewish ceremonial art. The Lindo lamp is a particularly fine example by an 18th-century silversmith. Contemporary artists often design menorahs, such as the gold-plated brass menorah with 35 movable branches designed by Yara Kavagan. A silver menorah by Zeev Rabin from the 1930s is in the Judaica collection of the North Carolina Museum of Art. Sukkot items. Etrog box. To protect the etrog during the Sukkot holiday, it is traditionally wrapped in silky flax fibers and stored in a special box, often made from silver. Books. Passover Haggadah. The tradition of artistically embellished Haggadahs, the Jewish text that sets forth the order of the Passover Seder, dates back to the Middle Ages. The Sarajevo Haggadah of 1350 is a celebrated example. Major contemporary artists have produced notable Haggadahs, such as the Zyk Haggadah. See also the facsimile edition of the even earlier Barcelona Haggadah of 1340. Notable Judaica collections. Museums with notable collections of Jewish ceremonial art include the British Library, the Israel Museum, the Jewish Museum, the Musée d'Art d'Histoire du Judaïsme in Paris, the Musée d'Ethiopie Jewish Museum in Prague, the North Carolina Museum of Art, the Jewish Museum, the Musée Alsacien in Strasbourg and the Contemporary Jewish Museum of San Francisco. The Museum of Jewish Heritage in Battery City Park, New York City also holds a sizable collection. Another way to see Judaica is through the art in marketplace, including auction houses. Sotheby's, Bonhams, New York, Skinner's and Kestenbaums routinely hold regular auctions each year.